My name is Gergo Safar and I was born and raised in Hungary and studied in Hungary and in Sweden, and throughout my different jobs I lived and worked in 7 different countries, which I think gives me a good diverse background from a cultural point of view. And in all the companies I worked in, I was active with employee network groups because D&I is a passion for myself. So D&I is a topic that many organizations talk about, but this is an issue that not too many organizations have tackled so far. So just to give you a few statistics about the subject, according to UK government, if we continue at the current pace, it will take approximately 70 years to get to a gender balanced boardroom, which means that people who were born today will already retire by the point actually when we will have a gender balanced boardroom. Or another statistics that I have just read from the LGBT charity Stonewall, that 1 in every 10 healthcare and social care workers have witnessed a colleague to express the dangerous view of LGBT people can be cured from being lesbian, gay, bisexual or trans persons. We always mention what the benefits of diversity and inclusion are. So in my interpretation I would group the benefits into 2 categories, which means that people from different backgrounds, if you have a diverse workforce, they bring different views, different experience to the table, and the team collectively can come to a better outcome if you have a diverse workforce. And the second benefit is about you can only perform at your best if you can bring your whole self to work. And if you have an inclusive workplace, then people can feel free to bring their whole self to work. But we rarely speak about why is it difficult to have a diverse workforce, which is we as human, we tend to feel comfortable with people around us who are like us. I would mention 2 things. Like one is be careful how you communicate your D&I intentions in your organization. So it is relatively easy to misunderstand the intentions, and if your intentions are right, you provide more support to people who are disadvantaged or underrepresented in some way or the other. But providing this different level of support doesn't mean that you prefer them. It's just you try to create equal opportunity for them. And the other thing is we always speak about eventually the limitations what society, a culture, an organization can put on people who represent a minority in the organization. But we rarely speak about self-imposed limitations. So I would mention 5 practical advice. The first one is make sure you understand what diversity matters for your organization. Don't pick a strand of a diversity just because it's the mainstream, and many organizations try to tackle that strand of the diversity. Make sure you understand the organization and what matters for your organization. Second of all, it's a very simple practical advice. Do something. Do not just talk about diversity and inclusion, do something. And in some cases you can go fast, in other cases you have to take a step-by-step approach, small baby steps, depending on what the society you work in, what the culture you work in, but do something. Third, make sure you do not mix up equal opportunity and equal level of support. So I recently come across this picture where you can see on the left hand side the guys have been given the same level of support, but that, as a matter of fact, that's not what they needed. So there is no problem of giving different level of support to different group of people in the organization to create equal opportunity for them. The fourth point is Yes, D&I intentions should be led by the leadership team of your organization and managed by HR. But diversity and inclusion at the workplace is not something that should be done for the people, but do with your employees. It's like involve them in the co-creation of it. And the best way is to support employee network groups at the organization, where people can join the network group on a voluntary basis, so it is not part of their day job, and they join this network group because they have a passion for a certain strand of diversity. Last but not least, use the power of education at the organization. So people feel uncomfortable if they face something that is unknown to them, and the moment the unknown becomes known, their comfort zone expands and they can work together with a more diverse group of people. So as a closing statement, I would say I know it takes courage to start this journey, and I guarantee that all of us going to make mistakes along the way. But if you start the D&I journey in your organization, the reward will be enormous because you will make a difference for a lot of people.